Good morning. Man, coffee's hot this morning. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Happy rainy Wednesday if you're around these here parts. That's all good. Got lots to do today, but it's all inside, so no biggie. Let's see who we got over here in the chat this morning. Once again, you guys get over here early, and I am already way behind on the comments here. Let's run through them here. We got Paul Stewart in the house. Good morning, sir. Troy Pritchard is in the house. Hey, he's got a good looking picture there, Troy. I like it. Says, good morning, everybody. Happy hump day and a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Mike Reynolds is in the house. How you doing this morning? Larry Galt, I hope you're feeling better. I know he was had a cold or a bug or something. I hope you're feeling better. He says, morning, everybody. Our forefathers are rolling over in their graves. No doubt they are. No doubt they are. Earl Walker says, good morning, everyone. 25 degrees going up to 37 by 4 p.m. Then colder rain, mix of snow. A terrible day, but thumbs up here. Okay. Yeah, what are you going to do? It's just the weather. Spring's right around the corner. Dwayne's in the house. He's no comment, but there he is. Dave Clemens is in the house. Good morning to you, sir. Oh, here's a comment. Here he is. It says, morning to all. It's sunny and it's minus 12 degrees, going to be plus 1 degrees this afternoon. Man, that is dadgum cold, I'm telling you. Steve Gronsky says, good morning to all. 38 degrees in Mustang and raining. Temp headed to a rousing 41. All right. Thanks for joining us, Steve. Kevin Ells is watching, keeping his record intact, or his streak intact. Good for you, Kevin. Thank you for tuning in. Ryan Ballard's here. Morning, party people. Let's see who else we got. Oh, man, this thing, when I scroll, it goes crazy. There's Barry Curtis. He says, hello, fellow coffee folks. How you doing, Barry? There's my old buddy Janet over there on Facebook. How you doing this morning, Janet? Always good to see you here in the coffee sessions. Dwayne says, good morning to you, Janet. Let's see. Philip Carter says, hello, all. Heading to Oklahoma, listening on the road. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Philip. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel and your ear on the coffee sessions. Bill Hoffman says, happy hump day, everyone. Thanks for joining us, Bill. Russ Meadows is in the house. How you doing, Russ? You need you a picture, man. You don't have a picture. Don't have a picture. We need to see your mug. Let's see. Jim Senecola says, good morning, everyone. He's the snowbird down there in Orange Beach. I think that's where he's at. Jeremiah Brown says, well, I just got to the site inspection, so I'm an hour, so I got some time. Well, good. I'm glad you can hang with us. I hope you got some coffee, Jerry. Clyde Labonte's in the house this morning. How you doing, Clyde? Jim showing off here. He says going to get in the 70s here in Orange Beach and loving it. And Hitch Hamilton's here. He's showing off too. Look at there. Good morning, everybody. 73 degrees, headed to 87. Man, y'all do know it's February, right? Let's see. All right. I think we're pretty much caught up on the comments. Got a little good news on the coronavirus front. I watched this morning. I got the numbers here if y'all want them, but they were saying that the number of new cases has gone down from previous things. So it's gone down 2 days in a row. So maybe they're starting to get a handle on it. I don't know, but I wrote some numbers down just in case anybody wants to know. Still a total number of cases, and that's counting the active ones and the ones that have either recovered or passed on. It's 45,204. The active cases right now is 39,239. And there's been over 1,100 deaths, 1,118 deaths. But, any sign of it being less worse than it was the day before is good news for that. So, they're trying to get all those people quarantined and stuff. And now I don't know what happens if they get everybody quarantined and everybody, either passes on or gets well from it. What do they do to keep it from starting again? I don't know if they know what caused it to start with or what. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Let's see. Barry Curtis says purple martins have shown up, so spring is coming. Yep, that's a good sign. Grant Davis says morning, Dave from Houston. Good morning to you, Grant. Good to see you on the coffee sessions here. Dwayne says, I hope Greg knows we are coming to this place for the weekend. Yeah, you got a long drive because he's way down there in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, Naples area, somewhere around in there. Hobby's Wood Shop says, morning, folks. Frankie CNC in Woodworking Channel. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I like how you put the little thing with the slash on the CNC. You got to get another one, though, Frankie. All the cool kids have them. Jesse Brown in the house this morning. Jesse, so sorry to hear about your mom. Thoughts and prayers are with you. Don't know what else to say, really, but thinking about you, buddy. Barry Curtis says, great for spring baseball down there. Yeah, I watched the news. I watched Fox 5 News. And, I didn't get my mic over here. I guess y'all can hear me okay. And one of the anchors on the Fox 5 News is Ron Gant, who's a former Atlanta Brave. Pretty dang good one, too, as a matter of fact. But he was all excited this morning because I guess it's the opening day of spring training or something like that. But anyway, you know what else today is? And you probably wouldn't know it by looking at your calendar. You just say, well, it's Wednesday, February 12th. But I'm so old that I can remember when all the calendars you used to get, all the time, they always had. February 12th, they would always have that it was Abraham Lincoln's birthday. So happy birthday to old Abe. He's another one probably rolling over in his grave. But yeah, they always had February 12th was Abe Lincoln's birthday, and February 22nd was George Washington's birthday. So I don't know why they quit putting those on. Of course, they put that the 17th, Monday the 17th, is President's Day. So I guess they figured, well, if they put President's Day, they can quit putting the others on there. But I bet most people don't. Most people today probably don't know unless you're old like me and just remember seeing it on the calendars. Yeah, and then with President's Day, they give all the government people a day off. Mail don't run and stuff like that. So, whatever. Dixon says, happy Wednesday, 4-day weekend coming up. Awesome. Yeah, we got Friday's, that Hallmark holiday. What do they call it? Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah. No, not Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day. That's what it is. Valentine's Day. Yeah. One of them made up Hallmark holidays. So anyhow, let's see. Ryan Ballow's got an interesting comment. He says, Hong Kong has all kinds of protests in December January comes the virus. Kind of makes you think. Yeah, one of those things that makes you go, Jeremiah Brown says that he must be talking about Valentine's Day. Just another work day. Or maybe President's Day. Yeah, it's just another work day for the rest of us. It says the Red Sox and Twins got here yesterday. Yeah, the Braves, I can't remember where they're at. I should have listened closer, but they're at a brand new place for their spring training. They're not going in the same place that they used to go. It looks pretty slick. Looks like a really nice facility. So, all right. Yeah. Well, just in case you been in a cave or something, not that anybody's going to care about this, but I'll tell you anyway. Got the results here of the New Hampshire primary, and it looks like New Hampshire is feeling the burn. Bernie Sanders got first place, looks like, with 25.8% of the vote. Yep. Mayor Pete, big surprise, I think, got second with 24.4% of the vote. And then Amy Klobuchar, which is another surprise. They weren't expecting her to do that well. Got 19.8%. So those are the three that got the delegates. And Elizabeth Warren and Creepy Sleepy Joe, they didn't get anything. In fact, Joe just decided he was going to hightail it out of town, go ahead and head to South Carolina and start spreading his bull down there. So anyway, so there you go. There's the and I don't think they ever did come up with a final thing on Iowa. I think they're trying to say that Pete won and Bernie was second, and I think Warren was third and Biden fourth. But the AP, as far as I know, still has not said anything. It's other folks saying it. So that was a total cluster out there. They don't even know how to count. But there you go. You're all caught up to date now on all the important stuff, I guess. Let's see. We got you do it here. Good morning, sir. How are you? Jeremiah says, when's the Gatton Cincy rack and pinion upgrade coming out? Yeah, don't look for that one. Let's see. No other comments, I guess, worth putting on there. Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day. In fact, by this afternoon, we're going to have another big storm come through, which, is all right, I guess. Hope no trees get blown over. And then what I really hate is they have another one coming in tonight, like in the middle of the night. And I hate that when they have something coming in the middle of the night, because I don't like to be, it's bad enough if you got all kinds of warnings and stuff going on, but at least if it's in the, in the daytime when you're up and dressed, I don't like to be laying in the bed and then wake up and hear all that stuff going on. But maybe it'll be all right. So what's new with any of you guys? So you got a lot of, let's see, what are we talking about over here? Let's see what this. Ryan says, Hitch, have you seen the video of the Rivian truck doing the tank turn? I don't even know what that is. I have no idea. Larry Galt says the storm is just leaving Austin. Yeah, you always get, or most always get, whatever we're going to have a day or two later. Let's see here. He said, Dave, do you need me to send a canoe for all the rain? So far, it hadn't been too bad. I'm in a pretty good area. You know, they have a lot of flash flood warnings. Um, but I usually don't have any problem right where I'm at. But you never know. I may have to start building an ark soon. Jerry says rain today, then it is clear for a while, but the dog let me know all night it was an electric storm. Yeah. They that's one. You know, if there's going to be anything good about your dog getting really old, is it has to be that they don't hear as well. Um, Poor old Rocky, he don't see as good as he used to. He don't hear as good as he used to, and he's never really been. You know, when storms come through, it really don't. He's not one of them dogs that gets crazy and runs around panting and acting scared. He's never done that. Now, if it pops lightning and the light flashes, he gets a little nervous. But yeah. And Jack, he snores so loud he probably couldn't hear the rumbling of the thunder over his own snoring, I'm guessing. Ryan says that the Rivian is an electric truck that is coming out. I'll have to look that up then. You know how I love my electric trucks. Let's see. Frankie says, I had a fear of storms growing up so bad to the point that I took storm spotter classes a few years back. They no longer bother me. Storm spotter classes. Huh. I never would have thought of that. Didn't even know they had such a thing. Dixon says, we put up with snow and cold. You have to watch out for tornadoes. I know it's when you live down here in the South, you might go, that's pretty nice because here it is, wintertime in January and February, and it's only maybe getting down to 40 degrees or so. And a lot of times it's 50 and 60 in the daytime. And you might think that's great, but I would rather have it get cold, although I don't like cold. But I would rather have it get cold and not have to worry about thunderstorms and spin up tornadoes, because we have to worry about them enough in the spring and the summer. So, Diana Carpenter joining us this morning. Good morning, Diana. And yes, you are correct. Rocky is a good dog. He's the best puppy ever. I tell him all the time. Best puppy ever. Janet Moore says, make sure you wear your jammies tonight. We don't want any front page pictures of Georgia man flees from storm. Yeah, I always worry about that. I'm thinking, I wouldn't want the news team to pull up and want to do an interview about, me standing in front of my demolished house and me standing there in my underoos. That wouldn't be a pretty thing. So Ryan says, what is the first thing you were cutting on the Avid? Well, probably the very first thing is going to be a dust chute, because, this ain't my first rodeo. I know how much dust those things create. So I'm going to be cutting a dust chute, probably the first thing. I'm finishing up my spoil board. I'm doing the spoil board with the strips of MDF and T-track, just like I have on all my other machines. So, but yeah, one of the first things is going to be that dust chute, and I still got to design it. The Avid has well, it's a nice one actually, and it's made for their stuff. You can change the size of the hole if you're using a router or spindle or whatever. But one thing I don't like about it is they use a piece of 1-inch HDPE, but they're basically milling most of it away. And I'm like, That seems like such a waste of material to buy that thick a piece just to put that one tall flange on there. So I'm gonna make mine different. You'll see it. I'll do videos on the stuff probably. So Dwayne says, my wife and I are building a solar panel with a 3,000 watt inverter. Our hydro bill was $600 for 2 months. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad. That Ryan guy'd probably know, because he knows a little thing about solar. Spends a lot of time on roofs and stuff. But anyhow, sitting here watching Jack. You can't see Jack. He's out of the camera frame, but he's sitting here staring out the window. Rocky's already left. He's in there sitting on the sofa. And I know that because he's there every time when I finish this and go back in there, he's zonked out on the sofa. That's his sofa. So he can do what he wants with it. Let's see. John Ian is in the house. Good morning, sir. Ryan says, what? We're going to get some Dave Gatton content. Yeah, you might get some. I don't really have time to shoot videos. I'd like to do more content videos with the Gatton CNC, but it's always running Gatton CNCs, and you can't just keep doing a video going, okay, I'm running Gatton CNC kits again. Yay. That would get old pretty quick. So, but since this is a brand new machine, the Avid, and I'm, doing things, I thought, well, what the heck? Because I've looked, and there's, the Avid CNC has quite a few videos, but other people that have them, there's not really a ton of videos showing different things, like, so I figure, what the heck, I'll try to do something. Ryan says solar keeps me busy. Yeah, that's his day job. Dixon says, I would rather shim my CNC bed than cutting the surface away. I know, I have a my old metal sidewinder. If you look back at any of my really old videos, I had T-track. I only had like, I think 4 or 5 pieces of T-track, because this had like a 40 by 26 cut. And then I had the MDF thing, and that MDF thing, the top right now, still is pristine condition, just like it was the day I made it, because I always would slip something underneath and use that as the spoil board. And I'll probably do that with this Avid for a while, although I don't know. We'll see. Dave Clemens says 2 weeks and 2 days till leaving for the Appalachian Trail. All righty. Good luck with that, Dave. I hope you're going to do great. I know you will. Ray Wicker's in the house. How you doing, bud? Let's see. Oh, there he is. He says, good morning. Just pop in and doing paperwork with you on. Well, thank you, Ray. And now he says he's pre-treating the roads here. Expecting some more junk, huh? Let's see. Robbie says, I wish I could have a solar system on the new property. Too many trees, not enough sun. I suppose that's a good thing, though. Yeah, I wouldn't cut many more trees down, because I like trees. I like them. I'm not sure what this means. Hey, Dave, 100 is coming. I'm not sure what that means. Keith Stanford says 25 and headed towards snow tonight, single digits Friday. Yeah. anyhow. So. Janet says, thanks, Ray. We appreciate the work you do. I know y'all do because old Ray, buddy, he takes good care of Danville. I always hear nothing but high praise for his work. So you do a great job, Ray. Dixon says, hobby, your trees are free air conditioning. Yeah. Janet says, there's the rock star. Yeah, he just, where'd he go? Oh, I guess he just poked his head in and then left because he's not here. Jack is sitting right over here, just out of frame. Okay, 100 coffee sessions. Yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, we're on 93 now. We might make it to 100. Let's see, if we're on 93 right now, that means that the 100th one will be the 21st, looks like. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll make it. Yeah, Janet says he made a cameo. See, well, he's been pretty good at photobombing stuff over the years, especially when I shoot videos and stuff. A lot of my videos have Rocky in them, either intentionally or just a photobomb. But yeah, he's in a lot. He's in a lot of them when I film them out in my shop out back. Yeah, client says, I always stick something under the wood. Don't need a hole in a cast iron table. Yeah, you got to if it's cast iron. Can't use that as a spoil board. I tell people with trees that their solar system will come with a free chainsaw. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're talking about the 100th coffee session. Who would have thunk we'd be on here for 100 of these? Crazy. All right, well, I thought I heard. Oh, he went on back in his bed in there. That's where he went. Poor old fella. When he walks now, you just hear popping. It's like his old joints are. And I give him that. I think it's called glucosamine or something like that. It's for people too, but I give him that on his food every morning. But trying to keep him where he can keep moving. But he walks down, you just hear pop. It's like the old cereal, snap, crackle, and pop. All right. Let's see. Frankie says, I'm going to be insulating the shop. I can handle no heat, but the summer is too hot for me to work like I need to. Yeah, the insulation works both ways. It because you put some kind of little window unit or something out in your shop, and it might take it a minute to cool it off, but once you get it cool, it'll stay cool if you've got it insulated pretty well. At least mine does, because I insulated the heck out of mine before I moved all my stuff in there. Keith says, try beef or chicken broth for Rocky. Well, that helped his joints. Dwayne says, it's great. I hope we can make it to 200. We love it talking to you. Okay. Well, I started the whole reason I started doing this. If you're new to the coffee sessions and haven't been following along here, I started these for a couple of reasons. One, and the main reason, there's old Rob. The main one that gave me the idea was I was watching another YouTuber, and he didn't do it on YouTube. He does it on Twitch, but he says he gets up every morning and does a live on Twitch. And he says the reason he does it is that if he doesn't have something that he has to get up and do, that he may or may not do anything. He may lay around in the bed, or he may get up and just goof off and watch TV. And it got me to thinking, because I'm like, I always get me a cup of coffee, and then I sit in my chair and I'll start watching the news, and then I get fussing at the news because, it's always, pretty much bad, the political stuff and all that. So I'm like, maybe I'll just do a live. And so we did the first one. Anybody remember when we did the first one? Bonus points if you can get the right date for when we did the first one. Everybody will be going and looking at the playlist real quick to see because they all have the date on them. We'll see who comes up with it first. John says, I went down to the studs, insulated and polytarped. Yeah. When I bought my shop, it's basically just a storage building is what it was. Just the guts is all it was. They set it in there, leveled it up. And the first thing I did was run all my outlets, the wiring for all my outlets. And then my buddy Jim come over and ran the power from my house out to the shop. And then when all that was going, I did. Jim didn't help me with the installation, but I finished insulating all the walls because it was just studs, and then the aluminum siding stuff. So got it all insulated, even up above and the roof and all. And when it's cold, you go out there, it'll be cold, but you can turn the heater on, wait about an hour, go back out there, and it's nice and toasty, and it'll stay that way. And in the summertime, it's not bad because, again, my shop is around back, and I have a ton of trees, big, tall trees. So even on a really hot day, in fact, I haven't even used the window air conditioner the last 2 years. Because if I go out there and put a fan, move some air around, it's usually cool enough, even when it's 90 something or whatever out there. Dixon says this is by far better than TV politics. Yeah. Well, getting some guesses. Troy says October something. Ryan says, was it July? No, it wasn't July. 93 days before. Well, remember, I don't do them on the weekends. It's only a weekday gig. He says September. No, it wasn't September. Mike says October 10th. That's a close guess. It was actually on a Wednesday, and it was October 2nd. So if you go back and look at the playlist, which now will have 93 videos in it, you'll see that the first one started on October 2nd, on a Wednesday. So there you go. All right. I didn't set my timer, but I see I'm about 35 minutes in, so it's time to get out of here. I got a lot of work to do today, so I got to get after it. I hope y'all will too. Make it a productive day. And we'll plan on doing this again tomorrow for the 94th coffee session, if you're so inclined. So everybody have a good one. Happy hump day. Happy birthday, Abe Lincoln, all that stuff. And we will see y'all tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Bring your coffee. See y'all.